Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night, stepped onto your bedroom floor, and felt something so strange in your feet that it stopped you in your tracks? Perhaps it was a sensation like walking on broken glass, or maybe it was a dull, persistent numbness that made you feel as though your feet were wrapped in thick, heavy wool. Many people over the age of 65 dismiss these sensations as mere signs of aging, assuming that the aches and pains in their extremities are just part of the natural process of getting older. However, what if I told you that the specific, strange feeling in your feet is actually a silent alarm bell? It is a red flag that your nervous system is waving at you, trying to signal that something deeper, perhaps even hidden, is going on beneath the surface of your skin. If you are experiencing this, you are not alone, and more importantly, you do not have to settle for discomfort. Before we dive into exactly why this happens and how you can reclaim your vitality, I invite you to take a moment to click the like button and subscribe to this channel so you never miss a vital update on your health. By doing so, you are joining a community dedicated to understanding our bodies better. Stick with me through this entire discussion, because by the end, you will understand exactly what your feet are trying to tell you and what steps you can take to protect your nerves starting today. To understand why your feet might be acting this way, we have to look at the silent connection between your blood chemistry and your nerves. My name is Dr. Harrison Blake, and for the past 15 years, I have dedicated my career to helping men and women navigate the complexities of metabolic health, cholesterol management, and the often misunderstood world of systemic inflammation. My primary goal is to strip away the confusion of modern medicine, providing you with actionable, science-backed steps that turn the tide on fatigue, anxiety, and physical decline. I believe that health is not just the absence of disease, but the presence of vibrant daily energy. Throughout this video, we are going to explore the physiological triggers behind nerve sensitivity, and I would love for you to comment below with the word sensation if you have ever felt that burning or tingling in your toes during the night. Your stories help me tailor the information I bring to you, ensuring that we are addressing the real-world obstacles you face every day. Let us start by demystifying the anatomy of your discomfort. Think of your nerves like the electrical wiring in your home. When the wiring is in perfect condition, the signal travels from your brain to your feet and back again without a hitch. You feel the ground, you balance, and you move with confidence. But imagine if the insulation around those delicate fibers started to fray, or if the power source itself became unstable. That is essentially what happens when high blood sugar or chronic inflammation begins to impact your peripheral nerves. This is often referred to as peripheral neuropathy. Many people believe this condition only affects those with a formal diagnosis of diabetes, but that is a dangerous assumption. In my 15 years of practice, I have seen countless patients whose blood sugar levels were within the high normal range. Not quite high enough for a diabetes diagnosis, but certainly high enough to irritate the delicate fibers of the nervous system over time. Every 3 minutes, I want us to pause and check in with your understanding. Are you beginning to see how your blood levels could be silently affecting your extremities? It is not just about the numbers on a lab report. It is about the physical reality of your cells. When your blood contains too much glucose, it acts almost like a sticky, sugary syrup that can damage the blood vessels that feed your nerves. Your peripheral nerves require constant oxygen and nutrient delivery to function correctly. If those tiny vessels are compromised, the nerves literally begin to starve. This starvation leads to the tingling, the burning, or the loss of sensation that I mentioned earlier. If you're following this logic, let me know in the comments by describing the most common time of day you feel this symptom. Is it while you are resting, or does it happen when you're trying to stay active? Now, let us consider the role of cholesterol and triglycerides. We often talk about these in the context of heart health, but they are equally critical for your nerves. Think of your nerve fibers as being encased in a protective sheath, similar to the plastic coating on a copper wire. A significant portion of this protective sheath is made of fats. When your lipid profile is imbalanced, when your triglycerides are too high or your HDL cholesterol is too low, it can disrupt the integrity of this coating. Imagine the difference between a high-quality, thick, protective wire cover and a thin, cracked one. When that sheath degrades, the nerve underneath becomes hypersensitive. This is why you might feel a sharp, stabbing pain even when your feet brush against your bed sheets. This is not just irritation. It is a structural issue that your body is begging you to address. It is important to remember that this process does not happen overnight. It is a slow, cumulative effect of years of metabolic strain. Perhaps you've been dealing with a bit of extra weight, or maybe your activity levels have dropped as you have aged. These are not character flaws. They are biological stressors. When I work with patients in my clinic, we focus on the concept of the metabolic buffer. If you keep your metabolic buffer strong through nutrition and movement, your body can withstand minor stressors. But when that buffer disappears, even the smallest imbalances start to show up as symptoms in the far reaches of your body, like your feet. Let's take a moment to reflect on this. If you're 40, 50, or 70 years old, your body is still incredibly resilient. It is constantly working to repair, to heal, and to maintain balance. The sensation you feel in your feet is not a sign that your body has failed. It is a sign that it is still trying to talk to you. I want to encourage you to think about your health as a lifelong project. If you're finding this information helpful so far, please consider sharing this video with a friend or family member who might be struggling with these same concerns. Sharing knowledge is one of the most powerful tools we have to improve the health of our community. So, what can you actually do about it? The first step is to look at your diet through a different lens. Instead of focusing on what you need to cut out, focus on what you need to support your nerves. Think of your nerves as needing high-octane fuel and protection. B vitamins, specifically B12, are the building blocks of nerve repair. Many people in the 65-plus demographic are deficient in B12, often without realizing it, because absorption decreases as we age. Furthermore, anti-inflammatory whole foods are essential. If your body is in a constant state of low-grade inflammation, your nerves will never have the chance to heal. Think of systemic inflammation like an overheated engine. If the temperature is always too high, the components will break down much faster. Beyond diet, let's talk about movement. I am not talking about running marathons. I am talking about simple, consistent engagement of the muscles in your legs and feet. When you move, you increase blood flow to your extremities. This is literally like opening a window to let fresh air into a stuffy room. Even simple heel raises while you're brushing your teeth or short 10-minute walks after meals can make a profound difference in the oxygenation of your nerves. Remember the analogy of the starving nerves? Blood flow is the meal they have been waiting for. By moving consistently, you're feeding them the oxygen they need to survive and thrive. We are about halfway through our discussion, and I want to make sure the key takeaways are sinking in. We have covered the role of glucose, the importance of healthy lipids, the necessity of B vitamins, and the power of simple movement. Does this framework make sense to you? If you have questions about any of these points, leave them in the comments section below. I personally read as many as I can, and your questions often form the basis for my future videos. It is through your feedback that I can continue to provide the most relevant and helpful information for your specific health journey. Another aspect that is often overlooked is the role of stress. You might wonder, how can stress affect my feet? It is a biological chain reaction. When you are chronically stressed, your body releases hormones like cortisol. High levels of cortisol can cause your blood sugar to spike, even if you have not eaten anything sugary. This creates a vicious cycle. You feel tired and anxious, your blood sugar rises, your nerves become more inflamed, and your feet hurt more, which in turn makes you feel more anxious. Breaking this cycle requires intentional moments of calm. Whether it is deep breathing exercises, meditation, or simply spending time in nature, these practices are not just for your mind. They are a physiological intervention for your entire nervous system. It is easy to get discouraged when you feel these strange symptoms. You might think that because you are reaching your later years, this is your new normal. But I want to challenge that perspective. Your age is not a cage. Every day provides a new opportunity to make a choice that supports your longevity. I have seen patients in their 70s who have more energy and less pain than people in their 40s because they decided to take active control of their metabolic health. You have the same potential. It starts with awareness, then moves to action, and finally settles into a habit. Let's pause for a quick check. Are you feeling more energized after hearing that there are tangible, logical steps you can take? I hope you're feeling empowered rather than overwhelmed. The key is balance. You do not need to change your entire life in one day. Start with one small, manageable tweak. Maybe today you add an extra serving of leafy greens to your dinner, or maybe you commit to those 10-minute walks after your meals. Celebrate these small victories. They are the building blocks of your long-term success. As we move toward the final portion of our discussion, let us summarize what we have covered. We identified that the strange sensation in your feet is a message from your nerves, often resulting from high blood sugar or chronic inflammation that has gone unaddressed. We talked about how your nerves are like electrical wiring that requires proper insulation and blood flow to function. We discuss how nutrients like B12 and lifestyle interventions like consistent, gentle movement can serve as a catalyst for healing and repair. Finally, we looked at how stress influences your physical health in ways that go far beyond just the mind, creating a systemic impact that ripples down to your toes. Now, I want to leave you with a clear roadmap for your next steps. First, if you have not had a comprehensive blood panel recently, schedule one with your healthcare provider. Do not just look at the total numbers. Ask for a detailed look at your fasting glucose, your HbA1c, your triglycerides, and your HDL. Understanding these markers is the best way to see the internal landscape of your health. Second, look at your daily habits. Are you fueling your body with anti-inflammatory foods? Are you moving your legs to keep circulation active? Third, be patient with yourself. Healing is a process, not a destination. It takes time for the nerves to recover, just as it took time for them to reach this state of discomfort. I want to thank you for spending this time with me today. My 15 years of experience have taught me that the most effective health changes are the ones that are simple, consistent, and grounded in science. You are capable of making these changes, and you are worthy of a life that is free from the distraction of constant pain. If you found this information valuable, please consider supporting this channel by subscribing and sharing this video. It helps us reach more people who are looking for clear, honest, and helpful guidance on their health journey. Before you go, I want you to make a commitment to yourself. Pick one thing from our conversation today, one change, however small, that you will implement starting this very afternoon. Write it down, commit to it, and watch how it begins to shift your daily experience. You have the power to change your trajectory. Stay curious, stay active, and most importantly, stay committed to your own well-being. Your feet and the rest of your body will thank you for it in the days and years to come. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video, where we will continue to explore the simple, science-based ways to improve your health and quality of life. Take care, and remember that every small step you take today is a massive investment in your future.